The journey of Dwayne Douglas Johnson is a powerful testament to turning adversity into unparalleled strength. Many know him as The Rock, a global icon, one of the most famous and wealthiest individuals in the world, starring in blockbusters like Fast and Furious, Jumanji, and Black Adam. But behind the dazzling fame lies a story of immense struggle, failure, and unwavering pain that forged the man he is today. This narrative will inspire you to conquer your own aspirations. Born on May 2nd, 1972, in Hayward, California, Dwayne's lineage was steeped in wrestling. His father, Rocky Johnson, was a professional wrestler, and his mother, Ada Johnson, was the daughter of a renowned Samoan wrestler. Despite this heritage, many mistakenly believe he was born into wealth. The truth is, his childhood was a relentless battle against hardship. His family endured poverty, instability, and the constant search for a stable home. His father's wrestling career provided little income, forcing them to move frequently, always teetering on the edge of survival. Imagine a 14-year-old Dwayne returning home to find his family evicted because they couldn't pay rent. He watched his mother weep, nowhere to go. There were days they lacked money, even for food. This crushing poverty fueled a deep anger and frustration in young Dwayne. He became entangled in school fights, resorting to stealing to survive, leading to multiple arrests as a teenager. By age 15, he was on a dangerous path, one that threatened to shatter his future. But a turning point arrived. After another arrest, Dwayne looked into a mirror. He saw a boy lost, a failure, and the daily pain in his mother's eyes. In that moment, a powerful resolve ignited within him. I will change my life. I will work harder than anyone. I will become great. From that day forward, everything shifted. He immersed himself in fitness, training relentlessly, pushing his body beyond its limits. He cut ties with negative influences and set a new goal to become a professional football player. Yet his struggles were far from over. Dwayne's extraordinary effort earned him a football scholarship to the University of Miami, a top-tier team. For the first time, he believed his hardships were behind him. He dreamt of playing in the NFL, becoming a millionaire, and providing his family with a life of comfort. But fate dealt another cruel blow. A severe injury abruptly ended his football career. He was cut from the team, his NFL dreams shattered. At 23, Dwayne was broke, jobless, and forced to move back into his parents' cramped apartment. With only $7 in his bank account, he faced utter despair. One day, you believe your life is about to change forever, and the next, everything is gone. Most would surrender, but not Dwayne Johnson. He sat in his small, dim room, fixated on the $7. His football dream was dead. He had no direction, and worst of all, he saw the disappointment reflected in his mother's eyes daily. He had always yearned to give her a better life, but now he couldn't even afford a meal for himself. For days, he remained lost in that room. His father tried to lift his spirits, reminding him that life was tough, but he had to find a way. Dwayne, however, felt utterly paralyzed. He was just 23, broke, and adrift. Then, one morning, his father entered his room and commanded, "Get up. Let's train." Dwayne felt no motivation, having lost everything. Yet, an inner voice urged him to rise. He went to the gym with his father, and for the first time in weeks, he felt a flicker of life. The agony of lifting weights, the sweat, the burning in his muscles, it all reminded him of who he was, an athlete, a fighter. He wouldn't stay down forever. Weeks of intense training led to a new decision. If football was no longer an option, he would pursue something else. His father was a professional wrestler, and though Dwayne had never intended to follow that path, he now had nothing left to lose. "I want to try wrestling," he told his father. His father was stunned, knowing the brutal realities of the wrestling world. It demanded not just strength, but charisma, entertainment, and years of relentless effort. But seeing the fire in Dwayne's eyes, he agreed to train him. The training was grueling. His father pushed him beyond his limits, forcing early mornings, hours of practice, and the perfection of every move. There were no shortcuts. Dwayne's body was often covered in bruises, and there were moments he wanted to quit. But he clung to one thought: he had nothing else. Failure here meant nowhere to go. After months of brutal preparation, he was ready for his first match. But another obstacle arose. No one wanted to hire him. Wrestling promotions dismissed him as too big, too muscular, lacking the right look. He traveled from city to city, desperately seeking a chance, but every door slammed shut. He refused to give up. Finally, he secured a small opportunity to wrestle at a local event. It wasn't the big leagues, not his dream, but it was a start. Stepping into the ring, he knew this was his moment to prove himself. He won, but it was hollow. No cheers, no connection with the audience. Wrestling, he realized, was more than just fighting. It was about entertaining, creating a persona. He hadn't found that yet. For months, he wrestled in minor matches, earning almost nothing. He crisscrossed towns, sleeping in cheap motels, sometimes even his car. He ate whatever he could afford, often just a can of tuna and rice. He was struggling profoundly. Then, he received a chance to join WWE, the world's largest wrestling organization. However, they assigned him a character Rocky, Mavia, a perpetually smiling, friendly wrestler meant to be adored. But the audience despised him. Every time he entered the ring, he was met with a chorus of boos. They wanted authenticity, not a manufactured smile. Dwayne felt utterly humiliated. He had worked so tirelessly only to be rejected. That night after a match where the entire stadium booed him, he sat alone in his hotel room. The familiar pain of failure, rejection, and doubt resurfaced, just as it had when he lost football. But this time, he made a different choice. Instead of quitting, he reinvented himself. He told the WWE, "Let me be myself," and with that, The Rock was born. The next time he stepped into the ring, he was no longer Rocky Magia. He wasn't trying to be who others wanted him to be. He was himself, confident, powerful, full of attitude. He declared to the audience, "Finally, The Rock has come back." His energy was electric, his confidence unshakable, and the audience erupted. They loved him. Over the next few years, The Rock soared to become one of WWE's biggest stars, winning championships, engaging in legendary rivalries, and becoming an unparalleled entertainer. The same people who once booed him now chanted his name. But The Rock's ambition knew no bounds. He had conquered wrestling, but he craved more to become the biggest entertainer in the world. He made a move no one anticipated. He left wrestling for Hollywood. People scoffed, "You're a wrestler, not an actor. You will fail." His initial movie roles were minor, and no one took him seriously. Once again, The Rock had to start from the bottom. He wasn't handed big parts. He had to earn them just as he had in wrestling. And he did. He outworked everyone, training, learning, constantly improving. He embraced every role, no matter how small, giving it his absolute best. Slowly, Hollywood began to take notice. His breakthrough arrived with films like The Scorpion King and Fast and Furious. Audiences recognized something extraordinary: his charisma, his commanding presence, his relentless work ethic. He was no longer just a wrestler. Over the years, The Rock ascended to become the highest paid actor in Hollywood, starring in blockbusters, building massive businesses, and evolving into one of the most influential figures globally. Yet, he never forgot his origins, the days when he had only $7. His life teaches us that no matter how many times you fall, you can always rise. The boy who once had nothing, no home, no money, no direction, became one of the world's most successful individuals because he simply never gave up. Beyond the glitz and fame, Dwayne cherished something far more important: his family. His journey wasn't solely about wealth or recognition. It was rooted in love, relationships, and responsibility. In 1997, while still grappling with his wrestling career, he married his college sweetheart, Dany Garcia. She had been his rock, supporting him through his toughest times, long before his fame. Their deep bond led to the birth of their daughter, Simone Alexandra Johnson, in 2001. Dwayne adored Simone. She was his entire world. Despite his demanding schedule and constant travel, he always carved out time for her, determined to be the father he wished he'd had. Life, however, is rarely perfect. As time progressed, Dwayne and Dany realized their marriage was no longer working. They loved and respected each other deeply, but had grown apart. In 2008, after 11 years, they decided to divorce. While divorce often brings pain and bitterness, Dwayne and Dany chose a different path. They remained best friends, supporting each other instead of fighting. In fact, Dany continued to manage Dwayne's career, instrumental in building his empire. Both understood their daughter needed a strong, loving family, and they vowed to provide it, no matter what. Years later, Dwayne found love again with Lauren Hashian, a talented singer and musician. She wasn't a celebrity, but her kind heart and unwavering support formed a deep connection built on love, trust, and respect. In 2015, they welcomed their first daughter, Jasmine Johnson, followed by Tiana Gia Johnson in 2018. For Dwayne, his daughters were the most precious part of his existence. He was a father first, a superstar second. He would rise before dawn to make them breakfast, play with them, and sing them to sleep. In 2019, after many years together, Dwayne and Lauren married in a beautiful Hawaiian ceremony, a moment of pure joy. Even with colossal success, Dwayne never slowed down. He wasn't one to rest on his laurels. Every morning, he woke before the sun, hit the gym, and pushed himself relentlessly. He remembered his humble beginnings, The nights without money, the sting of failure, the voices of doubt. He channeled all of it into fuel. His simple rule: outwork everyone. While others slept, he trained. While others rested, he learned. While others celebrated, he planned his next move. This unwavering dedication, not luck, made him the highest paid actor globally. But for Dwayne, success transcended movie roles. It was about inspiring humanity. Despite his immense wealth and fame, he never forgot to give back. He established the Rock Foundation, a charity aiding children facing adversity, and donated millions to schools, hospitals, and those in need. He surprised struggling families by settling their debts, buying them homes, and rekindling their hope. One particularly moving moment was gifting a brand new truck to his old friend Bruno, who had once offered him shelter during his own struggles. Dwayne never forgets kindness. This is his defining quality. Success never altered his heart. He teaches us to always remember our roots and extend a helping hand to others. Dwayne Johnson never relied on a single income stream. He understood that true success demanded building an empire greater than himself. And that's precisely what he accomplished. When he first ventured into acting, he wasn't a top earner. Many directors doubted his Hollywood potential. But just as in wrestling and football, he defied all expectations. Today, Dwayne Johnson commands over $20 million per film, making him the highest paid actor worldwide. Beyond acting, he produces his own movies through $7 Productions, a company responsible for numerous blockbusters. He named it $7 as a constant reminder of the time he had only $7, ensuring he never forgets his origin. Dwayne is more than a movie star. He is a global icon. With over 400 million Instagram followers, he is among the most followed people on the planet. Why such immense adoration? Because he is authentic, he inspires, and he genuinely connects with his fans. Millions are motivated by his posts, and brands recognize this power. They pay him millions for product endorsements. A single Instagram post from The Rock can fetch up to $1 million. This is the magnitude of relentless hard work. Dwayne's entrepreneurial spirit didn't stop at movies and social media. He became a formidable businessman. He launched Terramana Tequila, a brand that achieved massive success, selling millions of bottles and earning him hundreds of millions. He also created ZOA Energy, a healthy energy drink, and partnered with Under Armour to develop Project Rock, a fitness brand offering shoes, apparel, and workout gear, which became a global phenomenon. Dwayne Johnson isn't merely an actor, he is an empire. So, after all this success, what is his net worth today? Dwayne Johnson's total net worth is estimated to be over $800 million. From a state of destitution to the brink of billionaire status, this exemplifies unstoppable hard work. Dwayne Johnson is not just a businessman or an actor, he is a profound motivator. In every speech, he reiterates that success isn't about luck, it's about grit, discipline, yet an unyielding refusal to give up. Some of his most potent declarations include, "Success isn't overnight. It's when every day you get a little better than before. It adds up. Be humble, be hungry, and always be the hardest worker in the room. Don't just dream about success, work for it." When life puts you in tough situations, don't say, "Why me?" Say, "Try me." These aren't just quotes. They are the lived truth of his existence. What can we glean from Dwayne Johnson's extraordinary life? What steps can you take towards your own success? Here is the undeniable truth. No one is coming to save you. No one will hand you success. You must earn it. Your starting point doesn't matter. The number of times you fail doesn't matter. The doubts of others don't matter. What truly matters is what you do every single day. Dwayne Johnson didn't wait for opportunities. He forged them. And that is precisely what you must do. Wake up early, work harder than anyone else, believe in yourself when no one else does, never complain, never give up. And one day, the world will know your name because your story is not over yet. Dwayne Johnson transformed $7 in his pocket into becoming one of the most successful and respected individuals globally. And if he can do it, so can you. The only question is, are you ready to become the hero of your own life?